This is a story about three women and their bicycles. Some people taunt them when they're riding their bicycles, and some make it a dangerous experience for them to ride their bicycles. And some people help them celebrate riding bicycles. But through it all, they are learning what it means to face their fears and ride a bicycle. Linda likes hockey night in Canada. She doesn't like riding in elevators, and she loves her grandchildren. Because she cares about what the future will be like for her grandchildren, she wants to learn to get around Saskatoon by bicycle. Linda's willing to try, but she's worried about aggressive drivers. Jocelyn likes her coffee black. She doesn't like being out of shape, and she'd like to commute to work by bicycle. But after a few near misses with cars and trucks, Jocelyn's anxiety makes it challenging for her to ride a bicycle on the streets of Saskatoon. Jocelyn's open to change, but she makes no promises. Jess likes Bowie. She's passionate about self-improvement, and she has agoraphobia, the fear of being out of doors. She hasn't ridden a bicycle since she was 10 years old, but because she knows the power of the small changes a person can make in everyday life, she's ready to try. To ride a bicycle again could mean freedom or debilitating fear. Linda's bicycle has been sitting in her garage for 5 years, between the wall and the car, and it shows. Colored with rust and neglect, Linda's bicycle is ripe for a checkup. Saskatoon's bike doctor agreed to take a look at Linda's bike. It looks rough, but $100 buys a tune-up, a new tire on the front, and a new chain. It won't look like new, but it will once again be road ready. What Jocelyn doesn't know is how good a bicycle could be to her, if she gets set up on the right one. For Jocelyn to commute to work, she needs a bike that's built for the streets. Jocelyn tries on many bicycles for size until she gets set up on one that fits her, to help her confidence and give her the riding experience she's looking for.
So this basket has a hole for a flower. The only thing it's missing is a space for my coffee.
Sure, I mean, you're supposed to not forget, right?
Jess needs to purchase a bicycle if she's going to take up riding. But first, she has to find out if cycling's possible for her.
Actually riding, because that's easier. But pedal brakes, pedal backwards.
What does that mean?
So
You
instead,
back?
you just push back to
You might want to tell
stop.
me how to stop.
Push back to stop.
Good. Yes.
Okay, do you want me to run behind you?
Move it. I might run you over.
Jess loves the feeling of being on a bicycle and immediately purchases a European city bike.
Yeah, I think from what you...
But I learned to ride not in a city, but in a smaller town. So I was lucky with Uncle Ron holding onto the back of my bike.
To cope with riding in Saskatoon, Linda had to learn the bicycling rules of the road, and she feels better equipped to deal with aggressive drivers. Today, when Linda drives her car, she's discovered that she's much more aware as a motorist. Linda hopes when her grandchildren are ready to bicycle, the roads will be a safer place.
It's been a real eye-opener to try to cycle again, and I'm enjoying it. But boy, it is scary. People are not conscious of cyclists. They don't understand how it works, and some cyclists are not very good either. I think it's going to require education by both sides.
And realizing that only 20% of commuters are female, so it's like, well, is it because we don't want to mess our hair up? I mean, if you look at my hair, it's really not that good right now. I had a helmet on it. Is it because, I mean, we wear skirts and it's not comfortable on a bike? Well, it's not 1960. I haven't worn a skirt to work probably ever. So I think part of it maybe is vanity, but I think a bigger part would have to be safety.
Jocelyn is now commuting to work on her bicycle and staying in shape. To feel safe and comfortable, she takes time to plan her route to avoid major streets. When she gets to work, Jocelyn has noticed that she's more productive and has more energy throughout the day.
Fuel efficient vehicle and I carpool. This feels 100 times better, and I never would have thought it would before this happened. So yeah, it's good.
Jess is now using her bicycle as her main form of transportation. Bicycling is a good exercise for Jess to work through her anxiety.
With me, it's just like I can't really explain anything about me without explaining anxiety. And with panic and anxiety, there's so much of it is your body and your mind feeling out of control. And so on a bike, it's just me and I'm driving, and I can stop if I want. And it's weird because I don't drive, and so I've never really had that feeling. And even in everyday stuff, I'm anxious, I'm hesitant about a lot of things. But on a bike, just the more I do it, the more natural it feels. And yeah, just like above all, it's just being in control. Even if I don't know the rules, even if I don't know where exactly I'm supposed to be on the road, I can stop, and that makes it okay. It's not about things going smoothly, it's about being able to manage them, and yeah, just being in control. I don't know, that's not like something I experience super often. Like as soon as I hop on a bike, it's that feeling again. So I don't know, I figure the more I do it, the more that feeling will get attached to it, and hopefully I can keep it forever.